Okay, we're back. Hello. You actually like Clyde? That's the name of the dude I was just talking to? Wasn't paying attention to his name. Oops, did not mean to steal something. Anyway. Alright, let's go explore the orchard.
I don't think I've ever seen an orchard before. I mean, other than Miss McDevitt's garden.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, here's some...
These footprints match the shoes previously analyzed in the grand ballroom. There is a 110% chance with a 10% margin of error that they were left by Ruth Bellamy, the actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Examine the footprints' depth and spacing. The spacing between each footstep is short, and the imprint in the dirt is deep, as if determined. It would appear that Helen was in a hurry. The tracks hesitate, partially turning in one spot, as if Helen paused to look behind her. She may have feared she was being followed.
You find anything?
Helen was in a hurry, and she thought she was being followed. They're definitely Helen's footprints. I can deduce that Helen had a sultana for breakfast last week. Pretty obvious if you know what to look for.
That's real good work, Captain. You think the killer was chasing Miss Helen through the orchards?
No. Dark matter bar. Oh, there's Jacob.
Calls for a harvest, I do believe. Well, sweet hello there, valued visitor. I am sure sorry to break it to you, but our orchards are closed to all officially guided tours at this precise moment in time.
Rude.
Oh, my dear law. Sir, I don't mean to be rude, but do you know what's going on with your face?
Why, thank you! Rizzo's encourages all workers to put on a happy face when engaging with valued customers. Rizzo's does beseech you to please purchase one of our self-guided options if you're wishing to join one of our rejuvenative, relaxing, reformatory tours. Now with a Puzzle Hedges trademark maze hunt and special edition taste testing for an extra 35 bits a ticket.
I'm not here for a tour. I'm on an investigation.
What kind of investigation? You wouldn't happen to be from the health inspection office, would you?
Why? That's right, Inspector. We are here to inspect the health and safety of your crops.
Oh, drat. This distresses me, and I do not like feeling cross. I warned the orchardist this could happen when we halted our monthly bribe to Slug. They were always a reliable go-between, regarding inspections before now. So, what might you be looking to find out, Ms. Inspector?
The overseeing orchardist already told me about Rizzo's relationship with Slug. I'm looking to trace halcyon ions. Seen any murder weapons lying around? Bottle poison? A smoking laser pistol?
Can't say that I have. We use bad batches of liquor for our pesticides. Only the exterminator mechanicals are armed around here. And I haven't seen any bloody objects aside from the usual pair of gardening shears. Unless, that is, Miss Helen was also stung to death by pollinization mosquitoes? She wasn't, was she? That would be a mighty wretched way to go.
Deadly pollinization? Huh?
Pollinization by killer mosquitoes, indeedy. It's cutting-edge Rizzo's technology. But don't you worry, valued visitor. Our pollinization cycles only run when the orchards are empty, for safety reasons. When a pollinization cycle finishes or is aborted, all mosquitoes are biologically programmed to return to the hive, their holding pen. Of course, the very last thing Rizzo's would want is a beloved tourist bumbling into the hive and triggering an unscheduled cycle. So you'd best steer clear of it for safety. You'll know the hive by its big, glimmering electric fencing.
Which means we gotta turn that off. Be the groundskeeper.
Yes, indeedy. I've got the wondrous honor of having just been promoted to third keeper of the grounds after the last one disappeared on the job. Gosh, I guess about a week ago now? Before my morning clock-in last Sunday, I was but a lowly nanner peeler picker on the line shift.
What?
Now I'm responsible for growing every twig and berry on this vast swath of fertile land.
You don't find it suspicious that the last groundskeeper went missing?
Heaven sweet, no. It's not like he was murdered. He simply disappeared without a trace and hasn't been heard from since.
No.
And the groundkeeper before that one? Well, she wasn't missing at all. Her body was found near hive control, covered head to toe in thousands of welts. No mystery, and certainly no murder with what happened there. I mean, you can't exactly hold some mosquitoes on trial. Accidents do happen on the job.
Wait, no. We are not glossing over this missing groundskeeper. No one knows what happened to him? Shouldn't you be more worried for your well-being? Seems like groundskeepers don't last long around here.
Can't speak for others, but I most assuredly don't. I reckon you could talk to my supervisor, the overseeing orchardist. He would know more. I used to ask questions, but gee, I just don't feel the urge to anymore.
Okay.
I do hope this pleasant conversation has made me useful to you. Rizzo's likes it when we're useful to customers, and I like anything Rizzo's likes.
I'm sure you do. You know if Halsey and Helen came through here?
Ah, you mean that lovely actor who got herself dead? Damn shame what happened to her. She did come by, but not during any official tour time. I thought she'd hired a private tour at first, but it was Dr. Blossom who was showing her the way to the RR and DD labs.
Of course.
Can't imagine why she'd need to meet with our head researcher on the Spectrum product line outside of her lab hours. Unless, of course, it had to do with the new product unveiling.
Helen was the spokeswoman.
That's right. She was. She sure made for some lovely adverts. Maybe it might have involved an issue with the launch batch then? I can't rightly say. All I know is one of our certified tour guides could have given her a much more comprehensive tour of the grounds were that her interest. Of course.
You okay? You seem excessively happy.
Why, you say that as if it's a bad thing. I am quite overcome with happiness, indeed. You won't find a Rizzo's worker in all of Eridanos who isn't 100% thrilled in their day-to-day existence. It's part of our brand manifesto.
What do you mean? That's not creepy at
Happy
all.
workers lead to happy customers. Happy customers are repeat customers. And repeat customers make the charts look better on our weekly profit reports. So if nothing else, it's my responsibility at all times to smile, smile, smile. And you know what never fails to bring a smile to my face? The breathtaking tours we offer throughout the orchards. Seasonally available for purchase in the Nut Hut.
I hate it.
I can't stop you from poking around, but do be mindful of our pollinization hive. Wasps tend towards aggressive at the best of times. There's a reason why we keep them behind an electric fence, you know.
How does an electric fence keep them in? Maybe killed at their own expense. Lovely.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
So these are enemies, apparently. Ooh, look at that. Level up, new perk. Alright. One more level and we'll have up to 80. Pretty cool. It is Mini Cat. Guys, Mira keeps being Mini and I don't know what to do about this. Guaranteed critical, 30% damage. Deal 25 headshots, kills, deal 25% of the damage. Okay, that's actually pretty sick too. Revive. Should be able to do the revive there. 10% armor and plus. Okay, that one's good. It stack up to -10. I think we're gonna go with Oh shit, they're all so good. We're gonna do this one because it'll help me stay alive better in this area, as everything is significantly stronger than me. You tried a thrashing? Not yet. I'm trying to ease her into the life here, and then before I unveil the thrashing.
Rizzo's would be remiss to fail to mention the Orchard Storage Warehouse. Without this impressive-looking building, there would simply be no orchards. Gaze in amazement at the impressive construction of the front door, the sleek roof and glittering piping, the lush walls keeping this gem hidden from the rest of the orchards. This warehouse is truly, truly a wonder. One can only guess at the secrets contained within.
Indeed. Oops. Probably shouldn't have stolen all that stuff, but there doesn't seem to be anybody here. Welcome to the Purpleberry Orchard Storage Building, the sweetest storage building this side of Eridanos. Please do not attempt to lick any part of the storage building. Most components contain at least 40% cyanide. What? Inventory records. No, please do not lick this terminal. You will be electrocuted. What? Is that a problem they keep having here? Gardner Auto Mechanical. Amount 23 or so? Status, beat up. Mosquitoes keep stinging these, breaking their stingers and dying. We should probably keep them separate. Item, mock apples and purple berries. A heck of a lot. Status, hard to count. Do we really need to go to number every single fruit? We've got more than enough. Item, mosquitoes, couple hundred hives. Real grumpy. Notes, don't get stung by these. Item, Spectrum Vodka, all colors. Amount, 1 left. Status, 1 shipment to the Puzzle Hedges, 1 to the Nut Hut. Notes, swing by the Nut Hut with some of my favorite savings later today. Been a long week. Groundskeeper note. The purple berries are growing a heck of a lot faster than the auto mechanicals can pick them. I might be mighty perturbed by what we're wasting, but since I had that treatment, all I ever felt glad about things. Goodness, this promotion sure was a life changer. Speaking of, Rudy, I have a feeling you're reading this. Caught you a couple times peering at me from behind hedges and the like. How about you swing by my shack and we bury the hatchet? I'm a changed man since you recommended me for this promotion. I got a bottle of Spectrum Vodka we can share and a chapter of the brand new Halcyon Helen cereal. Knew you never liked that. I got advanced copies. Come on by, Jacob. Overseer Orchard. Yarbo, I must admit that when your old superior described you as a misanthropic, law-damned redacted, I did not expect you would ever acclimate to a position so many others have loathed. Productivity is at an all-time high, and what's more, you've not only impressed many visitors with your wonderful attitude, but you somehow seem to get along well with the Waspitos, or at least they haven't killed you yet. I would like to offer you an unprecedented reward, a one-time 15-minute break to be taken at your discretion. Well done, Yarbo. Oh, good. Hypothetical. So, Jacob, got a quick rhetorical question for you. Let's say, rhetorically, that one of the wilderness exploitation reserves keepers got drunk and thought he'd indulge himself in some after-hours hunting. Let's say he theoretically released our primals, and those primals theoretically proceeded to beat him to death with his own rifle and then escape to the orchards. Obviously, I'm just worrying about it for the sake of worrying, but if something like that were to happen, and I'm not saying it did, especially since such a screw-up could cost me my job, theoretically, Rizzo's may have tested some of their products on these animals. Or primals, and these primals may have acquired a taste for Rizzo's booze. Booze that I know you have stocked in the orchards. Please, if you see any wayward primals, and I'm not saying you will, please, for the love of the law, send me a message. Alright, that's concerning. I am one hacking point away from being able to get that.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was my party member. I was just leaving.
Just keep your fingers to your own self, okay?
Hey, Anna.
Hey! Oh, wait. I'm supposed to say the slogan. Okay, you can do this, Anna. Here goes. It doesn't matter if you're you or me. We're all part of the Rizzo's family. How was that?
I thought that was a real good effort. Keep at it.
That was completely splendid. You didn't embarrass yourself even a slightest bit. I don't think that was the Rizzo slogan or any company slogan for that matter. Good effort, I guess. Don't quit your day job.
No jest. Well, that's a wager I sure would have lost. Guess even a busted spectrometer can be right if you hold it to the light, huh? I'm sure you've guessed it, but I'm not the best at remembering slogans. And when I can't remember them, I tend to just make them up. But I guess that's why I'm just an intern and not a full-timer. At least, not yet.
And you don't have a weird tick on your neck. You haven't been causing trouble in the orchards, have you? Don't think I've met an intern before. You see any sign of a beleaguered actor running around?
Oh yes. I thought I saw someone who looked self-important enough to be her by the conservatory some time ago. Not to speak ill of the dead. I simply never liked the way she stole the limelight from the true star. Burbage 3001.
This woman absolutely fucks machines. You're a Burbage fan?
I certainly am. That aerodynamic chassis, how the light glints off his rotund head, the way he enunciates, cry havoc, and let loose the cadence of war. Excuse me, I got a little lightheaded there. Nobody does Shakespeare like Burbage. What were we talking about?
What about Spencer Wooler?
Who?
Alright.
I suppose so. I also suppose Helen won't be stealing the limelight ever again.
Alright, well, nice to meet you. Definitely don't have enough to hack into that. Alright. Poor Woolwork. Nobody knows who he is.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Alright, there was something over here for me to scan.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Okay. Well, let's go into this building, I guess. Wait, hang on. Go over here first. Fuck, Jared, the secret speaks. It could be fucking primals again and no small bitch to help. Does the small bitch ever really help? I mean, he's good in, some things, I guess. Damn, Friday, how'd you die? Got some good EXPs from that. What a weird when you die in that weird position. Damn, I blasted his arm clean off. What he gets. Alright, what do we got here? Worker Break Shack. Steal Mr. N. No. I like how I can just like steal something and they're just like, I'm doing nothing. Oh. Okay. That's the Dissident Queen, Chapter 2. Halcyon Helen encounters the Slugmen. Having fought their way past the numerous bandit ambushes and hostile automechanicals, Halcyon Helen and Olympus Opal found themselves at the gate of the Dissident hideout. They really like their alliteration names, don't they? You're a fine partner, easily better than my last, said Helen, but I dare say these fiends outrank your typical anti-establishment scum. Some of them were scientists before they deserted their corporations, whereupon they stole technology for their own nefarious purposes. I've seen their abominations, and they're more than a typical person can handle. You should return to your job and to the place where you're needed. Though I know my work was valuable, Opal said, I am still pleased that I was promoted to assist in your quest to rid the galaxy of those who would threaten the colony's productivity. And the two of us together will, I believe, be twice as effective in eliminating the enemies of the board. Helen did not respond, but instead bid her companion be silent, for she had seen that the gates of Dissident hideout were no longer shut. Someone or something had opened them. Right. In theory, once he figures out how telephones work, Small bitch theory. I can take those without it being considered stealing? Heck yeah. I can take these without it being considered stealing? Heck yeah. I can fall off here and die? Heck no. Guys, I found out really recently that Vector's favorite genre of music is called Hechno Techno. It's basically techno that they just don't want to be called techno because they think techno's bad. Okay. Well. Rhetorical question.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Alright, let's take a look for it.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen. Timeline discrepancy detected. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as... Timeline. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Back to that in a sec, I just want to finish.
Stand in awe before our huge Rizzo's Hothouse Conservatory trademark. This building hosts almost as many plant breeds as we have delicious products. Almost. Are you wondering about that omnipresent warm and fragrant mist? That's just our all-natural fertilizing spray, made of pureed Cystipig waste products. From nature, back to nature. Our spray is part of the cycle of life. Note, Rizzo's discourages inhalation of its safe and natural liquid fertilizer. In case of accidental inhalation, please record any unusual effects and give that record to the nearest Rizzo's employee as quickly as possible. Remember, you are part of the Rizzo's family. Be kind to your family.
Peanut likes all natural liquid fertilizer. It's true. Oh, somebody in here.
Hey, what are you doing in here? Are you authorized to be in the conservatory? Are you trying to give me a heart attack? Are you my ex-wife? No, she fell off the side of Eridanos under mysterious circumstances 6 years ago, conveniently rendering our marriage contract null. You must be the new, groundskeeper? That can't be it either, seeing how the new one hasn't died yet. Just who are you?
Who am I really? Who are any of us? You were right the first time. I've returned from beyond the grave to exact my revenge.
Very funny. If you were Edna, you would have stabbed me in the throat halfway through the second word of my first question.
Believe me, I considered it.
I'm getting old, damn it. And after a while, anything that isn't a plant gets hard to distinguish from anything that is. But no, you don't look like Edna. Though you do smell a bit like her, like blood and starship grease. You must be that freelance inspector. Well, I suppose you can poke around as you like. Bleeding hell. Standing up like this makes a body forget how stiff he gets, bent over plants all day. Oh, seems I'm not as young as I feel.
Jeremy, are you as young as you feel? Did Halcyon Helen come through here?
Indeed. Tromped in and out of the conservatory with no heed for anyone else. Good thing none of my charges were damaged. Starlet or not, I would have had a harsh word for her. I heard she pushed her way into a tour of the RR&DD labs not soon after. She's just a serial actress. Yet she acts like she's deserved of the same access as a co-CEO. Well, she's not going anywhere ever again. Which is a shame, of course. Taken too soon and all.
You're a botanist, right? What do you do for Rizzo?
I sit inside and I look at plants. Goal is usually to make Rizzo's fruit products hardier and sweeter, but for every success, there are a couple of hundred failures.
See you later, Vector.
tried breeding native Tripicale with a foreign strain. Would have called it Hexticale. In the end, it bred so fast, workers were swallowed up before they could harvest it. That one, I think, can be attributed to the waspitos. Some lament their irritability, but their productivity is unmatched. What's a few dead workers in the architect's designs?
I'll take your word for it.
You'd be the first to. Everyone else just says, I got barked instead of a heart. They just don't understand me, not like my plants do.
Sure.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Wait, are these... Okay. We don't want to go in that way. There's enemies there that'll fuck me up. Without any cover. Go this way first.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Was Halcyon Helen actually a super spy in real life, too?
Timeline discrepancy. Congratulations, Inspector.
And her
You've
cover
discovered more
is...
footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
And her cover is that she works as a super spy on TV. Jeremy, how do you feel about dudes coordinating his schedule?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Something's bumming me out.
No!
These guys are really quick. Giving them the chuckles, I am. There's one that died over here somewhere, but their body probably disintegrated? No, there it is. Okay. Oh. I really want these guys to drop a rifle for me, but they're not doing that. They're not working with me on this. We have like 2 minutes left to stream here, so... Groundskeeper shack. Dissident Queen, Chapter 1. Ah, are those Halcyon Helen and Typhon Tim I spy? Crouching in the dark like terrified sprats? A fine job you two did on my ship. Most of my crew was torn to bits by the rampaging beasts. I have found you to pay you back. With interest. I say we shall defer that payment, shouted Typhon Tim, and his hand flew to his holstered automag. Ere his fingers even touched the weapon's grip, he was struck 15 times in the face by a hail of bullets from Mercer's weapons, at which point he promptly expired. Helen, cool as usual in the face of death, hefted her bottle of nearly 100% meal grub-free purple-berry liquor and hurled it toward the villain. Her aim was as true as ever, and the projectile struck Mercer in the forehead, knocking him out so soundly she could not even utter a curse. Fine aim, man, said a woman close by. Once the other patrons' cheers subsided, though I must say I'm sorry for your friend. As was I, at first, but then I witnessed what lay in the wake of the bullets. Look, and as she gestured at what was left of Typhon Tim's head, something small and black began to wriggle among the gore. It was hamburgers. He needs to accept that Big Rick energy just isn't into him. Alright, so we're gonna kill those Ravagers over there last, I think, and then we'll take then we'll be done for today.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Light assault rifle Mark III. Okay, so I got a light assault rifle Mark III. That's disgustingly good damage. Okay.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Got him.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Yeah, I know. Just more of her footprints, though.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
We need some better armor, too. Like, we've not found... I don't think we've found any armor that is particularly better than what I got. I'm wearing 21 armor, and this is 15, and this is 18. So we're getting there. But not quite. I realize Stellar Bay probably does, but this is the DLC area, I think, and it's giving me like a ton of super good weapons. But I've not found any armor yet.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
The shaft of the tossball stick is bent and cracked, exceeding tossball regulation requirements. The end of the tossball stick is matted with Rizzo's dark matter
Bits of wicker
chocolate.
detected, embedded within the chunks of dark matter. Wicker is not a known ingredient of the dark matter product.
Even I would have a difficult time breaking one of these sticks by accident. Examine the end of the stick. It looks as if someone used the tossball stick to completely obliterate a picnic basket. Maybe it's some kind of upper class mating ritual?
The only members of a tossball team strong enough to crack a stick in two are the dedicated hackers, like Black Hole Birdie. Whatever Ms. Ruth Bellamy must have relayed to the tossball hacker during their picnic together instigated a furious increase in his usual strength threshold by 52%.
That's how breakups go some of the time. Or all of the time for some of us.
Alright. RR and DD access card. This is a key card for the Rizzo's Research and Development District labs. If you are reading this warning anywhere other than the RR and DD labs, please return it to the RR and DD labs for an only moderate extreme pay deduction and a mild reduction of working fingers. Yeah, if I don't know about you guys, but if I found that out in the wild and I worked for these people, that would be getting tossed over a cliff. Elite Troop Armor Platinum. Okay. So this is heavy armor with 108. So this is what I'm talking about. So this is some armor that is actually super good. Pavardi will make good use of this as she's wearing heavy armor with 31 armor. Draw rockets. Okay. So guys, this is a good stopping point, I think, as we've explored a great deal of everything that's in the area right now in the orchards. We got to go over there to the R&D labs, which is just over, just over here. If we got these two things to explore. So that's where we'll start tomorrow. YouTube, thanks for viewing.